You know, working in a rental store in the modern day doesn't have as many benefits as you might think. I mean, not many customers, all the mounted TVs are on the commercial channel, and yes, that's a real thing here. The only interesting part of the job is all the weird creatures I get as customers, and the occasional weird tapes I get too. And you'd think, with the recent influx of popularity of VHS as an aesthetic for things like analog horror and all that, I'd get more customers. But no! I get wherever the hell this is! But there is one good aspect of this job. Getting to see all the random VHS tapes that come in, and all the cool games that come in. And it's got me thinking, how about we do a bit of a deep dive into the VHS tapes, just for the fun of it? And to make things interesting, I have a few unmarked tapes that just came in that we can look into. Now let's start this off right, by establishing one thing. What is VHS? Well, according to Wikipedia, VHS stands for Video Home System. Yeah, so sorry analog horror fans. It sadly doesn't stand for, very horrifying stuff? Yeah, that's totally what it would have stood for, if not Video Home System. But these systems were obviously used for one thing, making videos, whether there was a dumb homemade video or a high-production movie. And they always had a distinct look to them, that made you just go, yeah, that right there! That's VHS! That's what I want! And because of that distinct look, it generated a whole aesthetic for mainly horror videos, but there's also other videos that use it too. This genre of horror videos is known as analog horror, with one of the most popular examples being something like Keen Pixel's Backrooms video, or another video that kinda uses a similar aesthetic being The Kid in the Camera. While these genres are, well, you know, very popular, I'm personally not into them. I can't really see the appeal for myself, but I think I understand why other people find the appeal in it. But you know, I have a perfect VHS tape for this occasion. My favorite analog horror, the exception to the rule.
Hey guys, so I'm here to document my cheese experience. Everything you're about to see is my cheese experience, so I hope you'll enjoy my cheese experience. Alright, so we got the cheese. I've got it pretty locked down, pretty locked tight. It's here. Hopefully nothing ever bad happens to it when I'm looking away from it. So I'm going to keep you updated every day to make sure this cheese is still here. It's day 2, the cheese is still here. I think I need to weigh the cheese down though so it doesn't go anywhere. So I got a rock for the cheese. So we got some good cheese action going on, and I'll keep you updated tomorrow. I think the cheese moved, guys. Guys, I know it sounds crazy, but I think this cheese is moving. I gotta get more rocks to... Okay, the cheese shouldn't be going anywhere, guys, so I'll keep you posted tomorrow, and hopefully everything goes good tomorrow with this cheese update. No! Where'd the cheese go? Oh, this is a national cheese emergency. I gotta call the cheese expert.
I'm starting to think I can't really sell that tape. It's definitely going on the not-for-sale shelf. The real question is, who's making these? A cheese analog horror? What the hell did I order? But you know what? Besides that, one of the coolest things I learned about VHS tapes is that they can record shows, and now that's a standard feature of cable television. This was all the rage back in the day. Say you want to catch an episode of your favorite sitcom or something, you just put the VHS tape in there and hit record, and it'll record the whole show for you. And these recordings have been very useful in recent years, with things like finding lost media being a big thing for it. Since these shows do get recorded in their entirety, it also records the commercials. And I love commercials, so how about we look at one of the commercials on these tapes? I think this one might be the newest piece of lost media we'll ever find. How about we check it out?
Dude, come on, man. We gotta film the ad.
Oh shit, that was today? I thought that was next year. This ad is not for slow children, unless you're me. Hi, I'm Denim Daniel. I'm here to tell you about something really sick, but first, you do not want to know what's on the list. When I was a slow kid, I used to love the DreamWorks animated movie Shark Tale. But I'd get too excited for it to the point where I'd start bouncing on my bed, and it would start creaking. So I had to get out WD-40.
I don't think we can use the brand name.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle. Kyle, we gotta go. Security's chasing. Hi, I'm Duke Denim. Have you ever been bullied at school for being a slow child at play? Have you ever tried to commit tax fraud? Have you really wanted to... Well, I got the game for you. Try Roblox. It's free!
I kinda want to play Roblox now after watching that. I hope it's not just me who thinks that. But that's besides the point. As you know, VHS recordings were mainly used for shows and stuff. But there was also VHS tapes that were exclusive to VHS. Like straight-to-DVD movies, we had straight-to-VHS videos. And some of them ranged from being weird, wacky, and funny, and then there was whatever Dream Bunny was supposed to be.
Canary rabbit, but let's keep it a secret, don't you blab it.
There was also a lot of weird Bible content during this era of VHS tapes. And things like VeggieTales were of course the common thing that were on VHS, but there's also weirder things like Bible Man, where he was a Bible-based superhero that teaches kids Christian values, I guess. And then there was Gerbert, who was a puppet who kinda did the same thing, but he just looks a little weird. I don't like him. Weirdly enough, there's a Yap Dollar clone that uses Gerber as like the main mascot. It's kinda funny. But enough of all that. We still got 3 more tapes to look at. So how about we check one out right now?
You guys, this is Waddle Dee, outside the hospital to get an exclusive message from King Dedede to all of you here on VHS tape.
Oh, guess who's back? I lived, bitch. Oh, and to that little old cat fella who tried to take me out? Call me to the calendar because your days are numbered, motherfucker. You don't scare me none. I'm coming to get you as soon as I get out of here. Give me that. What, you thought a pesky little bullet could take me out? Oh, that little cat fella who tried to kill me? I'm coming after you. They're gonna start calling you the calendar because your days are numbered, motherfucker. Come here. Get me out of this cash. Come on. Shit. Hey, nurse, could you come over here and hand me my mallet? I gotta clobber this fool. Get that camera out of here.
Well, it seems the King's still delirious from being shot, so we'll get back to you next VHS tape. Waddle Dee out!
You know, I somehow feel like I'm related to that incident. Nah, it can't be me. It's gotta be someone else. But I think there's one last thing with VHS tapes I gotta talk about. A genre or a medium that's blown up significantly and had a real big boom because of VHS tapes. And that's anime. You see, anime's first big boom in the West happened in the 80s and 90s. And the thing that was popular back then as the video watching medium was VHS tapes, which led to a lot of anime OVAs getting popularity over the years, with such classics like Golden Boy, Sailor Moon, and the Dragon Ball movies, all getting a lot of their own popularity from it. And then there's more obscure picks like MD Geist that are on VHS that were just amazing. But don't worry, I got the perfect obscure anime just to show you. This one's a classic, and a favorite of mine.
Sayonara, Koneko-chan and Hitoshi-san.
Well, I think I now understand why people are so fond of the old video style, and it gives me a new appreciation for it. I mean, it brings them back to a time when things were simpler for them, I guess. It wasn't simpler for me, I wasn't born yet. Or created? Yeah, one of those things. With how weird, wacky, and strange all these VHSs can be, there's a lot of charm to them that really can't be found in today's world of streaming and YouTube. Oh, and I seem to have forgotten the last tape. How about we look at that before we end things off? You know, I'm gonna keep that VHS to myself, and, you know, I'll see you guys next video. Later!